With the instant success that was the Xbox 360, the immediate conclusion that people jump to is the next generation, the next gaming console would be the Xbox 720, guys. Today we're going to discuss what happened with the Xbox 720 and why it didn't happen and why Xbox got it wrong. And you can look kind of at the sales, the PS4 versus the Xbox One, and just how much of a fail the Xbox One really was. Now, the first rumor originated in 2011 when this rendering got released of the potential Xbox 720, the jump from the 360, the potential new gaming console for Xbox. And in the coming months, there were developments, possibly a color change to the dark blue. I love that color. I really wish Xbox would have, this is what I would have done if I was Xbox. Let me just say this. You would have had the 360, right? The original Xbox color is green. I understand that. When the 720 comes out, make that color dark blue. Then the next console would be the 1080. You could make that color orange. And then the 1440 would be a different color, maybe like purple or red. Could you imagine that? And then you could even go higher and just keep it going using numbers like that. The PlayStation, the PS3, PS4, PS5, they're already rumoring the PS6 to be out in 2027 or 2028. But Xbox decides to go from the 360 to the Xbox One. And the reason it was named One was because it was the whole idea everything would be on one console. You could watch anything on the Xbox One. That's why it was named that. Pretty dumb, but that's why it was named that. And now you have the ridiculously horrible name, the Xbox Series X, which people have gotten confused with the Xbox One X. It's just a complete mess. But getting back to the Xbox 720, the rumors really got going when the Xbox 720 logo was spotted in a Real Steel movie back in October, and you can see it right there. The Xbox color is green, but the 720 color is that dark blue color that was kind of used in the hype videos for the Xbox 720 by fans of the Xbox 360. And then these are just some different renderings of a potential Xbox 720. The color scheme, absolutely beautiful. A lot of those console renderings are just ridiculous, but the color scheme is something they should have done. They should have switched to the dark blue and gone with the Xbox 720. And then you can see total sales, Xbox 360 versus the PS3. Xbox 360 performing a lot better, especially in America. There's no doubt about it. I had an Xbox 360. It was seen, even with worse graphics, it was seen back then as a superior console, even though the Xbox Live did cost money, as opposed to the PlayStation Online being free. Xbox 360 was a lot more popular. The Wii was the most popular thing, slightly above the Xbox 360, but of course, you compare the next generation gaming consoles, the PS4 to the Xbox One, that's when it started to get really bad for Microsoft. Wasn't even close, and it's just gotten worse with the PS5 versus the Series X. The gap has only gotten bigger. I think if the Xbox would have went with the 720, you still would have seen the PS4 perform better, but at least you would have a gauge. Yeah, I just think it's ridiculous. Why would you go from the 360 to the One to a Series X? It just makes no sense. It's a lot easier if you go from 360 to 720 to 1180 to 1440 to 2160 or whatever it is. Go by numbers. And what I would do is I would change the color of each console to a main theme. Like the 360 is green, the 720 is blue, the 1080 is red, the 1440 is purple, the 2160 is orange, and you've got like 25 years of names right in those 5 or 6 consoles that I just said. That's really what they should have done, but really it wouldn't have mattered. No matter what the name of it is, the PS4 was just superior than whatever Xbox was going to be releasing, and the rest is history, unfortunately. I did try looking up the next Xbox name. There's really no rumors for what the name of it is going to be. It's anyone's guess. I mean, they kind of just choose random stuff, it seems like. We all know the PlayStation name is going to be PS6, but that's probably not going to come out until 2027 or 2028, which is similar to when the newest Xbox console will come. They said it had a code name. It was behind some type of code name, but even if you figure out the code name is not the name of the console. It's just the name they're calling the project. So no one really knows what the next Xbox is going to be called, but in my opinion, they really should have went with the name 720 for sure. This was something that I thought was pretty cool. So this is what happens when your Xbox games sit out in the sun. They turn into the 720 color, the blue. That's from like a lot of sun, or I don't know, they just made the logo like that, but that's not real. A few different people had that I saw. It's pretty cool. It like mocks what it would have looked like with that type of color. And then I saw a comment, and this just goes to show you the name of these things are just so ridiculous. It says, side note, rest in peace to the people that accidentally bought the Xbox One X because they thought it was the X series. Yeah, it's just so dumb. It really is stupid, but the Xbox 720 was never really going to be a thing. The only rumors that we had of it were fan rendering consoles and also that little ad in the Hugh Jackman movie in 2011. That was really where the rumor originated from, and, 360 plus 360 equals 720, so it only makes sense. And the Xbox 360 did have a very short-lived blue edition that was rumored to have that blue-colored startup screen. A lot of people thought that actually happened. Turns out it didn't. Every startup screen was the same color green for the 360. The Xbox Blue Edition was released on September 16th, 2014, extremely late in the 360's lifespan. The console uses a gloss blue color on the disc tray side of the console and a mantle blue on the fan side, and the controller used the same color scheme as the console. Maybe I'll do a video talking about all the different colored Xbox Ones. There's a lot of different ones. Like, they would make the color of the Xbox One the same, like matching the game you buy it with in a bundle. It's actually kind of cool to see. And then there's rare ones that you can get that are like unopened and stuff like that. But that is the only blue type variant that Xbox has had when it comes to the 360. And you can actually see the startup blue color for the 360 in like YouTube videos, but from what I read, they did not insert that color into the startup screen of the Blue Edition like a lot. I mean, it would just make sense. You would figure if they're going to make a Blue Edition, they have a blue startup screen available, they would use it, but they did not. I'm guessing they wanted to keep the iconic green color. Either way, I really wish they went to the 720, made it the blue color. You could have gone 1080, make it orange. 1440 would have been like red, and then like, either 17 something or 2100. You make the color purple or white or something, and then you could have special editions like this. The 720 is blue, but then there's like a newer edition of it 2 years later that would be like a light blue color or something, like different shades of it. I really think they should have used that type of color scheme to distinct each console instead of them all being the same and looking like crap. And I love Xbox. I say the 360 is better than the PS3, even though people say no, the graphics are better on the PS3. Yes, but if you actually go back to 2010 and 2011, when you were younger, the 360 was more digestible. It had a way better look to it when it loaded on, when you were playing with friends, when you were using Xbox Live versus the PlayStation Live. It wasn't even close. So, and I still think Xbox Live is better, but, either way, guys, the Xbox has not been able to keep up in terms of graphics and just design ever since the 360. You go to the Xbox One, it's just not good enough, and it really confuses people. You've got the Xbox One, X, you've got the Xbox Series X, one bundle, whatever it is, all the newer ones. I don't know, but either way, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description.